What do we have today? Some dumb video, I bet?
A bunch of anti-ICE and deportation libs losing their minds on TikTok.
Let's go.
Ice, ice, baby. All right, stop.
If you work for ICE, you. And your mom.
That middle nose ring, always a bad sign.
Your great-grandpa. I hope your pillow is constantly warm. I hope you stub your toe every single day. I hope every single time you put on a new pair of socks, you step in a puddle of water. I hope you always have an itch on the bottom of your foot. I hope your gas tank is always empty. I hope you hit every single red light when you're driving. I hope you're always stuck in traffic. I hope you win the lottery and die the next day. You're a piece of you.
I can't even be offended by this. I mean, ostensibly, she's saying all these things to me because I support the ICE raids and everything. That video is not about the ICE raids. Look at her. She is actually an attractive woman, though she's trying to make herself unattractive. I bet she lives in Los Angeles. And what she's doing, what this video really is not a cri de coeur about the ICE raids and the immigrant communities. It's her trying to do a little stand-up routine. It's her trying to be cute.
I hope you always have an itch on the bottom of your foot.
Oh, bro.
She could have just as easily done the same bit about climate change or about, I don't know, some war, or about taxes even, or about like airplane food. It doesn't matter. It's really just about her trying to ingratiate herself to a certain audience and get attention, probably from fellas. Okay, next one.
Innocent citizens are being thrown into a morsel for the color of their skin! National Guard has been deployed in Los Angeles. Trump to suppress peaceful protest! Peaceful protest! And that's not all! They're planning aggressive ICE enforcement for 30 days in LA of terrorizing immigrant communities! Now they want to send the U.S. Marines! Are you kidding me?
A little longer than a few minutes later.
Because they is our First Amendment rights! Fascist
That guy, I bet, has had a lot of zins. That looks like a pouch addict to me. To me, those videos don't do it for me. I mean, it's kind of funny, but to me, it seems contrived. I don't think that's organic. Because no one can keep up. I don't care. You could be the fattest, sweatiest Sicilian in the Bronx. You can't keep up that degree of anger and wrath that long.
Loud noises!
Nah, no one buys that. They're playing this scene out as though it were 10 years ago. But even they don't believe it anymore. Even they don't believe, the poor immigrant communities wearing keffiyehs and waving the Mexican flag and burning cars down. And no, you're not going to persuade anyone. You're not even convincing yourself. Everyone loves that the Marines are going in and rounding these people up. Everyone loves it. You need to go to balanceofnature.com, use promo code Knowles. You've heard me talk about Balance of Nature many times. That is because Balance of Nature fruits and veggies is the most convenient way to get whole fruits and vegetables daily, especially if you're focused on creating a healthier, happier lifestyle. Nature is pretty good at giving us the nutrients that we need through our fruits and veggies. So, Balance of Nature takes fruits and vegetables, freeze dries them, turns them into a powder, then puts them into a capsule. You take your fruit and veggie capsules every day, then your body knows what to do with them. Balance of Nature is just one ingredient of a balanced lifestyle, has no intention to replace a healthy diet, exercise, sleep, or any other healthy habits. It is intended to be used in concert with other healthy habits. Right now, you need to be like many people around the office and go embrace Balance of Nature. Mr. Davies, who I've mentioned before, is kind of a beefcake. He loves Balance of Nature. We all love Balance of Nature. Go to balanceofnature.com, use promo code Knowles, KNWLAS, for 35% off your first order as a preferred customer. Right now, you will get a free bottle of fiber and spice. That is balanceofnature.com, promo code Knowles.
This is our city, and this was Mexico. You can't kick us out of the land that was ours. Donald Trump! Fascism! Let our people free! Let our people free! Suelta nuestra gente! We will not do 1992 again with your tanks! I was 12 then! I'm 44 now! I will die for my kid because I'm an LA native mom! These are my children you're fighting! You! Major Bass! If you can hear me, expect me in your office on Monday for attacking my children!
If you could say something to Donald Trump right now, what would you say?
Donald Trump! You can my left nut, you can get out of my drone! You're just mad because Salma Hayek wouldn't give you the time of day, and because Claudia Sheinbaum make you look like a loser.
You know I don't speak Spanish. In English, please.
Does anyone have an English translation of that I could consult? I did catch the first part, and I think she kind of gave away the game. So this is our land. This was Mexico. Notice we shifted from is to was. This was Mexico. I guess it was Pangea at some point, wasn't it? But it ain't anymore. And you can't kick us off land that was ours? Au contraire, mon frère. You obviously can kick people off of land that was theirs. That's what she's trying to do. She's saying, you federal government, you get off my land. You get out of here. You ICE agents, you Marines, you get off my land. They're here. It's their land now. What's the argument? Is there an argument she's making? No, it's just screaming. I mean, I guess this is the through line of a lot of these videos. It's all screaming. Because if you have a coherent view, you can just make it quietly and calmly. If you don't quite know exactly what you're arguing, you have to get very loud and yell and have your blood vessels and veins pop out. And so that's the last cry of a defeated ideology. Next one.
You sorry sons of a that think that you're just gonna go and arrest a bunch of protesters because they're out there doing something you're too afraid to do. They're out there fighting for our freedom, and they're out there fighting for our right for free speech.
It's always this nose ring. It's the bull nose ring is the sign that something's going horribly wrong.
You think you're gonna march in those streets and tell those people to shut the up? That is what you decided to fight for. You chose to defend us against all enemies, foreign and domestic, and you failed. And that's why they're out there on those streets. So who the are you to tell them to shut the up? Why don't you grow a pair?
Oh, there's the Palestine thing right behind you. You see that? Wait, is this about Mexico or Palestine? Or is it really the same issue? This is I love it. You can see when she moves her head and screaming about whatever. And in the back, you see the Palestine sign. But I thought she was talking about Mexicans or Hondurans. Or what does that have to do with? Oh, it's all the same issue. And actually, that issue has very little to do with either Mexico or Palestine. It's this leftist liberationist movement that ultimately seeks liberation from God, which is why they make themselves look like demons. I mean, she gave herself little devil horns and a bull ring on her nose. It is no coincidence that these people, over time, make themselves look like demons. The world is rich in symbols, and all nature is but art unknown to thee.
Wherever you're at, we all have a common enemy. It is the same one. Everywhere you go, when you go down the street, there's the enemy. There's the enemy that works for the other enemy, who they all work under. So we all share the same common enemy. Everybody has the same enemy. From LA to Africa to Palestine to Vietnam. We all have the same enemy. That's one enemy. And it is not me. And it is not you. And it is not them. We are not the enemies of each other. They are the enemy. There is only one enemy, and we all have to work together in unison to fight this one enemy.
That's right. Capitalism,
the faster we learn that, the more we can
Zionists.
grow as a people, and the quicker we can get to this revolution and overturn this mother and have real people leading this country.
That's right.
Initially in the comments it says, the enemy is the police. But then the woman filming it said the enemy is capitalism.
Capitalism.
But then I was listening to it. It said the enemy. We all, because I had the joke in my head. We all have one enemy. The Jews, of course. That's probably what these guys think.
Oh, shut the f*** up.
But then I said from LA to Palestine. You say, okay, well that actually, my joke answer actually kind of fits there. But then Vietnam, that really doesn't quite fit. The sincere answer to that, we all have the same enemy. Really what these people are saying is God. That's the enemy that they all have. What they're rebelling against is order and hierarchy and authority. And so the enemy, when they're in their little homes, when they're rebellious teenagers, the enemy is dad. All of liberalism comes down to screw you, dad.
Daddy, chill.
What the heck?
And then the enemy is the police, because the police are a symbol of authority. Then the enemy is Trump, because he's the symbol of national authority. And then ultimately, it's God, who is the ultimate authority. You can have independence, I guess, from the cops, maybe, from your dad, from Trump, from some other nation state. Palestine can have independence from the state of Israel. Vietnam can have independence from the French. You can have independence from colonialism and imperialism. But you really can't have independence from God. It's not about Palestine. It's not about the police. It's not about the sun monster. Yeah, that's really what it comes down to. And it's why I'm not on their side. I mean, I am on their side in that I wish what's good for them, but they have no idea what's good for them. As you can tell, because they can barely form an English sentence. Okay, I'm Michael Knowles. This is the Michael Knowles Show. See you tomorrow.
Dance, crush the speaker that booms. I'm killing your brain like a poisonous mushroom. Deadly, when I play a dope melody. Anything less than the best is a felony. Love it or leave it, you better gain weight. You better hit bullseye, the kid don't play. If there was a problem, yo, I'll solve it. Check out the hook while my DJ revolves it.